All right, so jumping into one of the OGs, when we are talking about leather cases, we're looking at the Nomad Modern Leather, but this is going to be the Horween edition, not your standard leather. This is going to be the one that gives you that rich patina. It's going to give you that nice smell. Now, I know I'm a little late talking about the Nomad cases. They actually sent me some when the 14 Pro Max first came out. I think they were like pre-production because they didn't really fit that well, and I knew that was something wrong when it came to Nomad cases. So I hit them up. They sent me a new batch over, and it's safe to say these fit perfect, just like Nomad cases normally fit. So if you got a Nomad case and you got some fit issues, hit them up. They may send you a new model because we know Nomad has some of the best quality when it comes to products. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Modern Leather Horween Edition. Vegetable tan leather from Chicago, USA. Air bumper for 10 feet of drop protection. Now that's kind of extreme for a leather case, but 10 feet of drop protection, I don't know, man. This is I consider this like a thin case, and it's a leather case. So MagSafe and wireless charging compatible. And as you see, day 1 versus day 100, this is going to give you that nice rich patina that we love to see when we are talking about real deal leather cases. None of that PU leather, none of that fake leather. This is going to be the real deal. So let's go ahead and take it apart the packaging and let's see what we are working with. So as you see, this is going to be that brown colorway, and the brown colorway looks really good. You can definitely tell the difference between the Horween edition and the non-Horween because this brown just hits a little bit different. You can tell that you about to get some wear and tear out of this color here. Now, they also come in 2 other colors as well. And these aren't going to be the Horween edition, but these are the modern leather cases. It's going to come in this natural color, and it's going to come in black. So you can get all 3 of these colors when you were talking about the Horween colors. You know, I just wanted to bring these so you can just see the colors at least that you can choose from. So there it is. It's going to be a brown on the black. So this is going to be the brown one. You're going to get that little black ring that goes around your camera right here. You're going to get a kind of like a polycarbonate, like a silicone bumper that goes all the way around it. Now, Nomad, if you're watching this video, I would love to see you make an all leather case without the bumper on the sides. I just like all leather cases that just gives me that leather feel all the way around. And you make such good leather products, I would love to see you do a full leather case. Take the silicone, the rubber bumpers off, and just give me a full leather case. I gotta throw it out there in the atmosphere. They may take it and they may listen, who knows, but hey, I gotta throw it out there. So when you're looking on the inside, you're gonna get that nice soft lining. You're gonna get your MagSafe, you get your Nomad branding here, and you're gonna get your raised up buttons, cutouts, and your cutouts on the bottom. We're gonna talk about those. I know a lot of people sometimes prefer the open cutouts like this, and some people don't. Now, let's go ahead and grab our scale. Let's bring the scale over here and let's see how much this weighs, because it doesn't feel like it weighs a bunch. It definitely feels like more of a lighter case. Dropping it down on the scale, you are looking at 42 grams when it comes to the Nomad Horween Leather. Let's see if it's a difference between the Horween and the non-Horween. Let's see if it's a difference. 41 grams, so it's basically the same. Since I had them right here, I figured I'd check it and see if there was a big difference. Not really that huge of a difference. So let's go ahead and slap the 14 Pro Max in here. And when I had those fitment issues on the first model, it was on this top corner. But now, as you guys can hear, and I know a lot of you were saying you had issues in this top corner, very nice snap. So safe to say, this fits like Nomad cases usually fit for me. So let's take a look at it. This is going to be that brown with that space black. I think that's what the color of the iPhone is. I forgot what color this thing is, but the black, man. So this looks good. You can never go wrong with a classic brown leather case. This just looks very, very good. So stepping around it on the top side is going to be completely closed. On that right side, you're going to get a texture. As you can see, it's kind of ribbed a little bit to let you know that you're touching it, but it's tactile. Works just good. And that's good to see because Nomad buttons has came a long way when it comes to these leather cases, but it's safe to say that they do work a lot better now. On the bottom, like I said, I know some of you don't like this, but I always have to mention it out. They just have equal cutouts on each side. Some people like it, some people don't, but I do have to point that out. I know that's the eyesore for a lot of people. Me personally, it really doesn't bother me, but I would love to see accurate cutouts right there. And on the left side, volume up and down button, just raised buttons, nothing too fancy. And getting to that mute toggle switch is just big enough to where it's not a strain to get up in there. Flipping it over on the back, taking that camera protection. You do have a lip that goes around it a little bit. And me looking at it myself, it's not the thickest lip, but I think it will do just fine, especially when you're talking about sitting down on the table. You don't got to worry about it resting on your cameras or anything like that. You are good to go. So how does it, well, my bad, I'm jumping all over the place. Let's talk about lay on tear protection. Now, you already know I'm running a tempered glass screen protector with this. So looking at the tempered glass screen protector and this little lip, it has a faint lip that goes all the way around it. Now, Nomad said 10 feet of drop protection, all right? I don't know, man. It just doesn't have enough lips and stuff on it, man, to give me 10 feet. But it is protected when you're talking about sitting down on his face. But 10 feet is a good little extreme. I wish I had the Everything Apple Pro money to drop every one of these cases for y'all to really, really get down with it, but I don't. So we got to take their word for it. But I know this probably could handle a light to medium drop. That's kind of the protection that I see when it comes to this case. How does it fit on the phone? And coming down, starting with the size fit very snug. It does move a little bit, but it is still very snug. Top, it does pull a little bit, you know, kind of a little bit easier than the sides. In the bottom, I'm not getting any pull right here at the bottom. The way they made these bottoms, it is very stiff. You're not getting any pull. But this is a case that's not going to get loose or anything like that over time, so don't let it fool you. Yeah, what I love to see is snugged up a little bit when it comes to these buttons and the top, sure, but I don't think it's anything that's going to cause issues down the road. So I think the fit is good. Popping it, there's that corner, there's that corner, all nice pops when you snap them in. That's what I love to see when it comes to Nomad. And how does it feel in your hand? I know a lot of people complain that a lot of these leather cases make the phone feel a little bit more bulky. It adds a little bit more thickness. But with the Nomad leather case, it kind of reminds you of the Apple leather case, which means it stays thin. It doesn't add too much bulk. It feels good in your hand. These sides aren't the grippiest, but I feel like you can get through it. It would probably have a little bit more grip, but it's not terrible. And I feel like it does enough than what it needs to do to actually grip onto it. But I still would like Nomad to give us that full leather case. I feel like that experience would just be a nice vibe out here. So feels good in the hand, keeps the phone fairly thin. You already know what it is. Let's go ahead and test out that MagSafe strength, bringing the Nomad base mount. It's a Nomadathon. We got the Nomad Sport Band, which is in the electric blue, which is absolute fire. We got the Nomad base mount, and we got the Nomad Horween Leather. Not sponsored, by the way. Let's go ahead and throw the leather case up here, and let's test that strength. Now, the strength is going to be not that strong. Nomad magnets really aren't that strong, but I've used Nomad cases in the past. Well, I like to see them a little stronger, of course, but do they work just fine with all of your MagSafe accessories? They do. So you're not going to get any breakaway strength. It's not going to come try to pick this base up or anything like that. But, you know, MagSafe charging works fine. It does what it needs to do. Sure, I would like to see it be a tad bit more stronger. So let's go ahead and bring some aftermarket accessories over here. So when we're talking about the Apple leather wallet right here, I mean, you know, it is what it is when it comes to the strength. Like I said, it could be stronger. Apple MagSafe battery pack, it works just fine with that. You know, the Apple MagSafe battery pack, it's strong enough for you to do what you need to do with it. You know, I mean, I wouldn't go out there and do a whole bunch of crazy shaking, but, you know, it stays on, so it's decent. And we got the Anchor 622. This is going to be the updated version of it. Video coming soon. That works just fine as well, but, you know, the magnet strength is not super duper strong. So, should you buy this bad boy? With the Horween edition sitting at 70 bucks. And this is going to be a tough buy because you got cases like the Andar leather case. I mean, what else do you have out there? I'm looking at my leather cases down here. But, you know, you have certain cases that's that full leather all the way around, that full top grain leather, but you're not paying 70 bucks. You know, I feel like 70 is a good price for when you have a full leather case all around. I feel like the rubber sides kind of nuked the price for me just a little bit. And y'all let me know in the comment section what you think about it. But 70 bucks, I feel like there are a lot of good competition out there when it comes to cases that are 70 bucks. You got the Sandmark case, which is amazing. You got the Andar case, which is amazing. Some of my other tops might be a little bit higher than that when it comes to the bull strap. You got to play with the Apple leather case, because I know a lot of you love that. So $70 is a strong stretch when it comes to this case, but I know Nomad's going to charge that Nomad tax. So if you got the Nomad tax, you're going to get you a solid leather case. But if you want a full leather experience, there are other options out there on the market. So links down below. Go check it out if you want to get into it. But if you want to see some other leather cases that I feel like also are very amazing, very good, I'll pop that video right here.